P2 Peeps.
What's up, y'all? Your boy P2 Peeps, and we're back with another cartridge or pod review, whatever you want to say about it. This is the Turn Nightshade GMO rosin cartridge or pod, excuse me. Yeah, better look there. There we go. But anyway, this is my first time having a Turn pod in rosin form. I have had it in the distillate form and in disposable forms many times, which I very much enjoy, especially the Tokyo Rose. Such a good disposable. The disposables normally run around like $40, and excuse me, I'm so sorry. And if I'm not mistaken, this pod itself was $46. That is on the higher end. I'm not gonna lie, guys. Big reason why I bought it was because it came with the battery. So this is what the Turn pod batteries look like. For those of you who don't know or never heard of Turn, their whole thing here is that it looks like an AirPod. So let me open the case for you guys. So there you go. So there's our pod here, right there. So the battery, you see there's two, I don't know if it's easy to see, but there's two compartments here. And the one on the left side, so what you guys are seeing right here, there, that is where the battery goes. And on the right side, you could put a pod. So you could technically have two pods ready to go at all times, just one stored here and one on the battery. And again, since it's like an AirPod, you can imagine that your battery here is always being charged as soon as it stocks up in here. So that's the cool thing about Turn. Before I get more into the details about this pod and the brand / company, let's go ahead and take a hit. So again, this is the Nightshade GMO. Cheers, y'all. I'm not sure what voltage this battery runs at, to be quite honest. But one thing I can say is that this rosin is very high quality. I love it. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the stats that we got rocking with here for the strain Nightshade GMO. You guys probably saw it on the front of the box, but I'm going to read it out for the people who don't like reading. So the Nightshade GMO is a mix of blueberry, sour diesel, and OG Kush. It's got it says on the box at least, funky, skunky, radiant, under the stars. So those are kind of the descriptors that they're using. I'm not sure if I like under the stars or radiant as a descriptor. I see what they're going for with those, but I don't really see it myself. But one thing I do want to say about the flavor is that it is delicious. This is really, really good stuff. I don't know if I'll have the Himalaya Solventless Rosin pod video out before this one, or which one comes first, but if I had to compare in flavor, I actually kind of like the Turn pod a little bit more on the flavor department. Now, the one thing I do want to say is it's, again, 46 for the half gram with the battery. So right off the bat, I want to let you guys know I think that is overpriced. I bought it, again, mostly because I do like Turn, the brand. I love the disposables. The pods that I've tried that my friends have are really, really good. So I mainly bought this to try out the rosin and to also just get myself a battery setup so I can start buying pods regularly. Because I know the battery sometimes normally you think $20, but I think these are like running at 40-ish plus, 30-ish plus, and probably because of that technology about it being like an AirPod. But yeah, so kind of ran off a little bit in terms of talking about the packaging and stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and take another hit here. I do want to say though, outside of pricing wise, this is very good. I know I just talked about flavor stuff, but potency wise, this is very good. Very good. Cheers. Tastes like I'm smoking something outside. That is just wonderful flavor off of this. And you're getting really, really big clouds. I know I'm comparing again with a video that might not even be out, but by the time you guys do see it, or if it's out or comes out after, you will notice I'm taking a much shorter hit on this and I'm getting much bigger clouds. Is that a result of the battery voltage, difference between these two, or is that a result of the different housing, pod, whatever they have materials in this pod versus whatever materials they had in the Zope for the Himalaya. So I'm not sure. I can't tell you guys what the difference is. I can only tell you that one is giving me bigger clouds, the other one is not. I do want to double check the voltage and on the turn pods. Eventually, I'm not gonna do that right now because I'm lazy. I'm not gonna lie. But if it is floating around like the 4 or 5s, then that would say that's pretty fucking high. Because again, like you guys know, I prefer like 2.7, 2.5 ish to 3.2. That's normally where my cutoff is. 3.5 is like a little too hot for me, because I like to preserve the flavor. But circling back again to talking about the turn pod and not comparing the two pods against each other. So again, $46 with the battery pack. So let's just minus $20 right now, just because we'll count that as maybe the cost for the turn. That's $36 for a half gram. That is, that's not crazy expensive, because I did pay $30 for a half G for the solventless motion pods. But I mean, 36 is, that's almost 40. It's closer to 40 than it is to 30. So, use your judgment on how you feel about the pricing there. But if I did have to give this thing a rating in terms of the pricing, and if I did set that price at 46, which is what I had bought it for originally, I wouldn't buy this thing again. As much as I love it, as much as the flavor is good, and I do like the high as well, $46 for a half gram is fucking ridiculous, dude. As much like it's really hard to justify that when there's so many products out there that are like almost of the same quality for a full gram. Now, it's a different story if you're at a dispensary and this is maybe the only option there, and the other options you have that you can get for $46 is a bunch of distillate. Hell yeah, I'd buy this over the fucking $20 distillate any day. Why buy 2 grams of distillate that I'm going to run through in like a day or two and not even enjoy all the high, when I can just get a rosin pod and smoke it occasionally? It all depends on what, it depends on your own preference and what you smoke, and how your smoking habits are. But let's just say if you already smoke like occasionally, like it's probably better if you just get the stronger stuff and just keep it to the occasion. Keep it to once a night, keep it to once a week, rather than just buying distillate and then instead of you smoking once a week, since it's fucking distillate and it's a lot weaker, and maybe I can't say weaker because it really depends on your tolerance. For some people distillate might be good enough, but whatever. Anyway, but circle back, right? If you're already just smoking like very occasionally, might as well just get the nicer stuff. Treat yourself. If your habit of smoking is treating yourself, then continue to do that. Why would you treat yourself less? Just treat yourself more. And if treating yourself more means spending more to get less, then fuck it, right? It's not again, if you're making this purchase once a week, it's not, again, you're making it once a week, you're making it once a month. If your limit's 50, grab this shit in a fucking pre-roll, whatever. But it really depends on how you want to do things and how you like it. Obviously, if you want bulk of things on, then go ahead and for sure buy the cheaper stuff. Buy some distillate for $20 or so, or buy a live resin cart if you get lucky enough for $25, and then you spend the $25 on something else. But either way it shakes down, I do want to say the potency and taste on this pod is really nice. So as much as I disagree with the $46 price point, I'm not going to hold it against them too hard because I do like it a lot. But yeah, if you guys have ever heard of Turn, let me know what your thoughts are on the pod. I just kind of wanted to make this video as like a less of a review and more of like a, hey, I want to show you guys this thing. But yeah, since this is kind of a review channel, I will give it some sort of a review. So one more time, let's back it up on the 3 things that I normally like talking about: taste, quality of high, price. Price, I gotta give this a 2. This is just not, I'm not with it entirely. If it always comes with the battery, then sure, maybe that's worth it. But $46 for this baby, I don't know about that. I don't know if I could pay that every time. $100 for a full gram. I'd rather just buy real tier 1 rosin at that price point, So in terms of the taste, I gotta give that a 5. I love this shit. This is really, really nice. I do have the very, very fortunate case of getting this like within a month of being manufactured. So that's another thing that may play into your purchase too. The taste could be completely terrible after a month. Who knows? But yeah, and then in terms of quality of high, I gotta give this a solid 4. This is really, really good. You know, just ignoring the other things and only focusing on the quality of high, I love it. I'm only 2 hits in, and I feel pretty good. Obviously, I'm gonna take some more, so and I'll take one more with y'all right now, actually, since I just mentioned that. Cheers. But yeah, with most rosin stuff, you're not gonna need much unless you smoke a lot, like, you know, me and some friends that I have. Then you're probably gonna need more. But if it's your first smoke of the day, like it is for me, then this is some great stuff to start your day with or end your day with. You know. So circling back to the turn pod stuff and the turn system, I want to know what your guys' thoughts are on this, like AirPod like system. I feel like it's probably been done before. You know, I've never seen it, but I imagine it's been done before, right? Like, it's not the most original idea, you could say, since AirPods already did it. Now we're just doing it with the cartridge, but I still like it. I still appreciate the innovation in the industry itself, you know, because, I mean, no one else had a fucking cartridge that worked like this. So while it may not be 100% an original idea, it is still innovation in some sense, at least in terms of where the industry stands for cannabis. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about the brand, whether you've tried them or not, and if you guys want me to try out any more stuff from them. If you guys want to see more stuff, some more turn stuff, or some more wacky kind of cartridge batteries and brands, let me know. That's about it, all I have for this one. If you guys did like the video, please don't forget to leave a like for your boy, comment down below some of the stuff I talked about before, or any sort of burning questions you may have, or anything in general. I'm down to talk in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe and drop the notification, click that little bell for your boy too, because I'm going to try to be more active in the coming year as I was in the last 2 years. So thank you guys for hanging out with me, and I hope you guys have a great day. Peace out. Peace.
Peeps.